Hey guys, Tim Miller from the Bulwark. We had breaking news. Donald Trump was at a Bloomberg panel today that happened after I taped the podcast, so I had to jump on and react to it. He was asked for the first time about the reports from Bob Woodward that he has had multiple phone calls with Vladimir Putin since leaving the White House, up to 7 phone calls. Among other things, could be a Logan Act violation. It would be extremely inappropriate, wrong, misguided, un-American to be running rogue diplomacy. I hate actually calling it diplomacy, to be running like a rogue negotiation with a hostile foreign power that is invading an ally that we are providing weaponry to, and Trump's dealing with them, back channeling, possibly illegal, absolutely un-American, if true. This is the first time he's been asked about it. Let's watch how he handled it.
You just mentioned Putin, though, and there's been this controversy the past week. Can you say yes or no whether you have talked to Vladimir Putin since you stopped being president?
Well, I don't comment on that, but I will tell you that if I did, it's a smart thing. If I'm friendly with people, if I have a relationship with people, that's a good thing, not a bad thing, in terms of a country. He's got 2,000 nuclear weapons, and so do we. China has a lot less, but they'll catch us within 5 years.
That sounds very
If I
much
have a
like,
relationship, I don't talk about that. I don't talk about I don't ever say it. But I can tell you what, Russia has never had a president that they respect so much, but more importantly, or less importantly, I guess, I went into Russia and people said, oh, he likes Putin and Putin likes him. Let me tell you, the first thing I did was terminated Nord Stream 2. Nobody ever heard of Nord Stream 2. It's a pipeline from Russia to Germany and all over Europe. I said, wait a minute, to NATO. I said, so let's get this straight. My first meeting, I said, so Putin's building the biggest pipeline in the world. He's going to Germany, but all over Europe. And you're paying him billions of dollars a year.
Okay. So as you see there, he won't answer it. And I think that it's just kind of worth looking through both potential options here. The most likely story is that he is talking to Putin, right? I mean, Woodward has a source inside the Trump campaign that says that he was. That source said that Trump would ask people to leave the room when Putin called, which shows that there's potentially secret conversations happening, that there's something that he doesn't want people to know about that he's discussing with Putin. With the Trump people, there is always an outside chance that they're just making shit up, right? So like you always have to factor that in. That said, in this situation, it's hard to think about like what the motivation would be for that. Like why would this staffer have said this to Woodward if it was not true? Like it doesn't make Donald Trump look good, but who knows what's going on in their warped minds. But as you can see from the question there, Trump refuses to answer. So that leads you to think it's true. If you're looking at the other option, which is that he hasn't talked to Putin, that's even almost as bad. I mean, it's so pathetic then that Donald Trump is pretending that him and Putin are having secret phone calls because he loves Putin so much. And he's trying to make it seem like he has this great relationship with this murdering thug that has invaded an allied country and kidnapped children. It's almost like it's reminiscent to me of there's a story of Corey Lewandowski, the Trump henchman, who, according to a police report, told a woman at an addiction awareness fundraiser, he was drunk at the addiction awareness fundraiser, was hitting on a woman and told her that he had stabbed people to death in the past. And to me, that story is always like, what's worse, that he stabbed people to the death or that he didn't and that he's lying about it as a pickup line? Like I kind of feel the same way here. Like what's worse, that Trump is back channeling with Putin, or that Trump is lying about back channeling with the murderous thug in order to butch himself up? Both are horrible. I guess it's clearly worse if he is doing it. And I think that is the way that we need to proceed at this point, since he would not deny it. And his explanation for it, again, is a repeat of what happened when he was standing next to Zelensky in that press conference, where he's basically like, it's good for me to have a good relationship with Putin.
And I also have a very good relationship, as you know, with President Putin. And I think if we win, I think we're going to get it resolved very quickly. I really think we're going to get it resolved.
I hope we have more good relations.
We're going to have, I see.
And like Putin respects him. Now, obviously, this is the one clear lie. Putin does not respect him. None of the dictators respect him. They all see him as very pliable and easy to bait. I mean, Kamala Harris showed how easy it was to bait him during the debate. And so they see him as totally malleable, and they want him in there because like they could just play him like a fiddle. So that is the reason why they want him in there. He has to like come up with some other reason, which is that they just, I don't know. They're just so impressed by his makeup application. I don't know what he thinks that he's so tough that they just have to respect his toughness. Obviously not the case, but whatever you need to tell yourself. So, I think that the main issue then here is if this has been what is happening, that Trump is having a possibly illegal, certainly improper back channel conversation with Putin while he's been leading a assault on a free people, it just continues to add to the disqualifications and to the case that Kamala Harris is going to be making in these final 3 weeks to voters broadly, but also to the Nikki Haley voters that we focus on here on this page a lot, which is this person is too dangerous. He's too risky. He can't be trusted. He can't be trusted. He is on Putin's side, while Putin is doing everything possible to sow division, to undermine the alliance of free countries that has kept us safe, and the pro-democratic alliance that we've had since World War II. It is not worth it. It is not worth the risk to go with this guy who's like going to play these sorts of games with high stakes international diplomacy. And it's certainly not worth it when you consider that he's in mental decline as an elderly man. And who knows what kind of games Putin could run with him as he continues to age into the office. So a big reveal, breaking news, kind of confirms what we already knew, but good on Bloomberg for confronting Donald Trump on this. We'll continue to monitor what's happening in that interview. Kamala Harris is with Charlemagne the God later today. There'll be other news. You'll know where to find it right here on the Bulwark YouTube page. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up, tell your pals. We'll see you soon. Hey, if you like this video and our content, I'd love for you to become a Bulwark Plus subscriber. You get access to bonus podcasts, secret podcasts, and newsletters we put out every day, plus some behind-the-scenes takes that I don't always post on this feed. In addition, you can become part of the Bulwark community. Come over to our Substack and comment and meet other like-minded people. We'd love to have you. Starting today, you can get a free trial at thebulwark.com/free trial. The link is right here on the screen and below in the description. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Come on and give it a free try today.